Welcome back to theclinicaltrialsguru.com. Again, that website address for you, if you don't already know, is theclinicaltrialsguru.com. In my humble opinion, the best place on the internet for clinical trials content and information, whether you're a study participant, a research coordinator, a principal investigator, someone from a CRO, from a biotech, from a pharmaceutical company, whatever it is, if you're involved in the clinical research industry or if you're interested in clinical research at all, on any level, you've come to the right place. Today, and I really do try to get content for all of you guys, today's video is going to be for the research sites, and it's a topic I've never actually talked about. It's very hard to believe, but there's so many little topics we can discuss, and for the 3 years that I've been running this blog, actually I've never done it. I've talked about the concept. I've never actually done a how-to video. Today is going to be talking about how to fill out a feasibility survey. So if you're a research coordinator, if you're a PI, if you're someone in charge of getting studies for your site, I'm going to kind of walk you through how to complete a feasibility survey. And I'm not going to mention, obviously not going to mention sponsors or CROs, but I'm looking at a feasibility survey right now in front of me on the screen, and I'm going to kind of walk you through it. So the beginning, usually the front page, they're going to tell you who the sponsor is. This is after you've signed the secrecy agreement, which is also known as the CDA, Confidentiality Disclosure Agreement. So you're not really supposed to share this information with other people as far as study specifics, who the sponsor is, who the biotech company is, all that kind of stuff. So once you execute that CDA or secrecy agreement, they will send you feasibility survey that you can complete and either fax or email back to them. And you got to do these things fast. Speed is key. Speed is highly underrated. You've got to do these things. I tell the people in charge of getting studies at my site, who I delegate things to when I'm busy, that speed is important. And it even says on the front page, if you wish to be considered, please complete the questionnaire and return within 2 business days using the supplied fax cover page or email to, and then they have the email address. The final decision about your participation in the study will be based on your interest in participating, your recruitment potential, and your site's ability to fulfill the requirements of the protocol. If you have questions about this study, please feel free to contact, and then they give you a person you can contact. So at this point, they would have given you like if not the entire protocol, they'll give you a protocol synopsis, which is like the cliff notes of the protocol. So you can look at that. You can talk to your team about it, your PI, obviously, your clinicians, and then you guys can decide whether you want to do it or whether you don't. If you do want to do it, you check I am interested in participating in the study. Please see my completed questionnaire. If you do not wish to do the study, you just tell them, I'm not interested. I either have staffing issues, I don't have enough time to participate, I'm doing other studies, I have competing studies. By the way, guys, it's not a bad thing to turn studies down. Okay? It's much better to turn a study down and tell them that you have competing studies or that you have staffing issues than to accept the study and do a bad job. Because if you turn a study down, that drug company is going to look at you like, okay, this person means business. I mean, he's got other studies going on. He or she, there's women out there too, takes their work seriously. So it's okay to decline studies. But let's assume, for the sake of this video, that you decide to do it. So you're going to do the questionnaire. And I'm going to kind of go through this quick. It says, in order to assess the capabilities of your site, please complete the following form. I'm looking at about a 7-page form. Sometimes they're longer, sometimes they're shorter, but 7 pages is good. So they want the investigator name and title, your institution's name, the address, phone number, city, fax, what time zone, contact person for regulatory. So you're going to have a regulatory person that you want to contact, that you want them to contact. This will be the person who will do your regulatory documents. You want to have their email there, their phone number, their fax. Then you want the study coordinator, and there's a box that says, check whether this is the same as the above, whether it's the same as the regulatory. If not, you put their email, their name, their number. Contact person for contract, same thing, you put their name, their number. Then it asks if you're an SMO site management organization. If you are, they want the name of the SMO. If not, you check no. And if you are part of an SMO, which is a large group of a network of sites, there's a few of them out there. you will fill out the information of who they will contact. Then it will ask you what therapeutic areas does your site or your PI specialize in. So it'll ask area of specialty, area of subspecialty, board certified, yes or no. Are you affiliated with certain doctors who do certain procedures? Who's your research staff? What dedicated staff do you have to assist? Study coordinator, study nurse, sub-investigator, pharmacist, data manager, nurse, lab personnel, other. Is backup staff available if your study personnel are unavailable? You want to check yes or no for that. How many studies are you currently conducting? So they want to see that you're doing enough studies to where you're a legit company. They don't want like to see brand new sites, although there's nothing wrong with that. But they also don't want to see that you're overworked and you have like 100 studies for one coordinator. So they want to have like that good. You want to hit that sweet spot based on the amount of staff you have, how many studies you currently have under that PI and the staff. Then it asks, does the PI and staff have electronic data capture training? And then they ask what versions. So there's a lot of details like that. Does your site possess the necessary equipment to conduct these studies? So they'll ask if you have ECGs, if you're doing like colonoscopy studies, they're going to ask if you have those kind of equipments. If you're doing asthma studies, they're going to ask for those. They ask IATA certification. Do you have those? Do you have centrifuge that can be used for blood samples? Is the centrifuge refrigerated? And I'm kind of skipping a lot of things here. Have you, because a lot of these things are straightforward, have you as a principal investigator ever been audited by the FDA? You check yes or no. If yes, did your site receive a warning letter and 483 form? Yes or no. Has your site ever been audited by the FDA? So they ask if your PI has been audited and your site. Then they ask what kind of patient population you have. They ask what kind of IRB. Are you willing to use a central IRB? Hopefully you are. If not, then you put, okay, who's your local IRB? What is the meeting frequency of your local IRB? Then they ask, how do you plan to identify the bulk population to enroll in this study? Is it newspapers? Is it TV? Is it radio? Is it your own medical charts, posters, the internet, physician referrals? How are you going to get these patients in the study? Finally, I ask, do you anticipate any issues that may delay your study start? And then you have place for additional comments. So you get the idea. If you have specific questions, again, email me, Dan at theclinicaltrialsguru.com. I realize for a lot of you new people out there that are newer to research, these things may look intimidating. To someone like me, I've done tons of these. It's pretty easy. So if I went too fast, let me know. I'm trying to keep this video short. I do want to give my Clinical Trial Guru producers a shout out. Right now, the price is $99 for a lifetime membership, and that is not going to stay like that forever. I'm only accepting 100 producers. Right now, I have 12. So pretty soon, I'm going to increase the price. But right now, it's still $99 for a lifetime membership. You get mentioned in every video. You get links to your site. You get me interviewing you on my show as many times as you want. You can submit articles that link back to your clinic. Basically, it's a good way for your company. Doesn't have to be a clinic. It could be any kind of company. In fact, our producers they conduct a whole bunch of different kind of services or even products, some of them. So let me mention them now. It's Sarah Elizabeth Siegler, Resolve Research Solutions, Accurate Clinical Trials, Erdhard Clinical Trials, PT&R, Patrick Stone from Tradestone LLC. We have Darshan Kulkarni from Kulkarni Law Firm. We have Zymewire, we have Biopharm Systems, we have Mozio, our newest producer, we have South Coast Clinical Trials, and we have Breakthrough Clinical Trials. So as you can see, these are companies or individuals from all different areas of clinical trials. Some sites, some service providers, some software providers, some text messaging service providers, some attorneys, some consultants, all kinds of different people. So right now it's still $99 for a lifetime membership. Email me, Dan at theclinicaltrialsguru.com. Let me know that you want to be a producer, and I'll email you back. It's simple. You pay through PayPal. It takes a few seconds. Let me know, Dan at theclinicaltrialsguru.com, and let me know if this video helps. I really hope it does. How to fill out a feasibility survey. Dan from theclinicaltrialsguru.com.